in God's name is going on in here? What was that ruckus?
What ruckus?
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Could you describe the ruckus, sir?
Okay, here's what I would have done. Bro, no one cares what you would have done. Actually, everyone cares. Welcome to Let Me Book the Territory, the podcast made for smart marks and nostalgia nerds. Brought to you by the Embrace the Turn Up Podcast Network. And now your hosts, A-Dub,
BA,
E-Ray,
I mean, I heard it too, but I don't know why.
I've been a saucier in San Antone. Guys, if you didn't know, now you know. You are tuned in to the People's Pod. This is Let Me Book the Territory, the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. It is I, E-Ray, the quasi-bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, Von Swagner himself, Timothy Hayes, my gosh, the American Cream Brody Loads. I am here with my fellas, the original, the 3MBs. We are here. Guys, we missed him. He was lost in the dub zone. But he is back. Dubson Reed himself, thick boy. It is the most constipated man in the universe. A-Dub,
Well, it's the Dub Show.
Oh, that's gonna be a plumber bill. Way back. What's going on,
fellas?
bro?
Joining y'all from my new abode. Thank y'all for covering for last week. The pod came out great. I am here. It is time to get back to business.
Factuals. The Dub abode, while he's on the commode, it all makes sense. If you, all right, I'll say if you're not a fan of the John or Big Chuck of Little John, he's whatever. Dub has a bathroom. He probably records directly from the toilet. So ignore all the random grunting. He's just trying to survive. But we also have
hot takes.
Mr. Scully Jones himself, the stand-in for Virgil. We have B.A. DiBiase, the time traveler himself. The beard is not real, but he went back in time, grabbed one, permed it, smush fried it, and now he's back, manscaped up and ready for action. B.A., what's going on, brother?
What is good, fellas? The fellas. It is I, B.A. DiBiase, a.k.a. Black IRS, a.k.a. B.A. San Martino, in the building, out here with the fellas, ready to get it in, as always. Welcome back, Dubson Reed. I can smell you from out here. Appreciate you back.
Can you smell what the Dub is cooking?
Yeah, because you stayed at his house. You left something there for him. Here's a trinket of my appreciation. Like, oh no.
Dokalax feel.
Right, I seen House Party. Like, broke my damn toilet. It's a brand new house. Damn it.
I didn't get to flush it.
Right. Guys, it's another week in this wacky world that we call wrestling. Mostly not too crazy, I would say.
It's one of our tamer weeks.
Yeah.
Finally, after like
been Fast and Furious,
legitimately 50 plus weeks of just ridiculousness, nonstop action, we are kind of in a nice holding period. No, not too much Vince shenanigans, thank God. Starting to kind of get in that smooth groove of all of the different pay-per-views we got. NXT television PLE type deal with Spring Break-in coming up next week. Where we'll do some predictions from that. They built a card. We'll go over that. And then Raw, SmackDown, still things are happening, but it's still kind of the most of the things that we've already established. They're continuing, or it's a continuation of such. So, where y'all want to start? I know what you love. I know what you love.
You know what I love. You know, like with Triple H, God bless his soul. Now that Vince, destroyed the Raw after Mania, and then just left to whatever the fuck he's doing now. Triple H said, "Hey guys, it's time to restore the feeling. It's time for gang wars." And God damn it, we got gang wars. We got the Bloods and the Crips. The Bloodline at Judgment Day, making alliances.
Great.
We got MS-13, not MS-13, the LWO out there. It's just gang wars all over Monday Night Raw. And then you got two Kaijus fighting. Can we just start with Monday Night Raw? Please. Just such good shit going on.
I love it. Let's do the thing. Dude, we got the Judgment Day, the Bloodline, the LWO, all just fucking having the Judgment Day and the Bloodline come out. You have an uneasy alliance. They continue to play on the fact that Roman is definitely on the bad terms with the Usos. The Usos are on the outs. They're not really enabled to know the plans of Roman. Would you say that's fair?
Very fair.
Absolutely.
All done through the wise man.
Yeah, and it's like
Solo.
Yeah, and Solo is still being positioned like, no, he's the guy. I trust him. Y'all, I did this to test y'all. And it's like, oh, okay. So that's interesting there. Meanwhile, the Judgment Day is being kind of lifted up by this and entering the fold of like, okay, serious threat. And they're kind of, what do you call them? I would say antagonists for hire.
Yes.
So it's like, we do our thing and we'll corroborate here, but we just doing it because we want to, and fuck you too, essentially is what it feels like.
Yeah.
So LWO, that's another fold thing happening. That's a little bit later, but let's start with all these things just congealing together. Dub, I know you love the gang wars. I know you love the good fellas of it all.
Oh,
please go more on this. Tell me
so we start off with Monday Night Raw, and they come out and Bloodline's out there like, oh, okay, this is how we going. And then Heyman's like, yeah, I got a little thing going, we figured some stuff out, brings out the Judgment Day. And you're like, oh shit, for a while you just get this stare down. I'm like, I like this. Like, I missed almost a minute of what Heyman was saying because I was like, I don't know, I just like this on paper. I love the whole Rhea Ripley got that belt. She said, I could whoop anybody ass here. And I appreciate that type of energy. Man. And then Solo's matching the energy with you can't whoop my ass. And they're doing all this without saying a fucking word. And it's just good shit. So then Heyman lets them know, like, yeah, we struck up this deal. Y'all take care of KO and Sammy and Riddle for us. We'll take care of the LWO for you. Blah, blah. We're even doing this even though Finn really don't like it. And they still ain't paid, acknowledgement to that history that, the beef that Roman and God have with Demon Finn. Like, and they just kept playing it up. I'm like, this is just good shit. And like, they let the guy who was best on the mic out there do all the talking, but damn it, they all did their thing by just standing there and staring at each other. And I'm just a fan. I just love more gang wars.
PA, are you as high on the gang wars as Dub? I know that's a trick question. It's loaded, but
it's very loaded.
I gotta ask.
No, it's fair, and I gotta answer. I'd have to say, like, I'm definitely excited. It's dope. I love what they're doing here, like, because they can't. This is what I hate about part-time champions. I hate to even call an undisputed champion that's about to be on a 1,000-day reign a part-time champ. They're making what they doing what they do best, making chicken salad out of chicken shit, man, as far as storyline and what you can do to progress things. The one thing I do have a problem with though is just why, and I get it because they're the lowest stable, but it hurts to see the LWO just take L after L after L after L.
I mean, it's their letter. LWO. What you thought that L stand for?
The OG LWO used to like get down though, man. Like Eddie and Hoovy and Psychosis and
They
all
took
them
L's
dudes.
too, BA.
But not like this though. Like they was on some shit though. Like they was trying to interfere and stuff.
I'll say this: the only reason why I think the LWO is taking so many L's is because it's starting with, that guy, Rey Mysterio, and everybody else is getting established. But once they can fully be just heels, it's on. But I think that's what's holding them back. Like they're kind of playing second fiddle to Ray. When they turn on Ray, which it's coming for sure. It's gonna be
right after Backlash, right?
Yeah, because they got to get Dom away from Ray. Once Dom is away from Ray, yeah, and no better place to do it. So yeah, that's where I can see that going down.
Yeah, like the pairing with Legado with Ray has done Legado like no favors.
Zero.
Because Ray is the consummate underdog, and to be the consummate underdog, we have to believe like, man, I don't know if he can beat these guys, and they do that in WWE by just having them take L's.
Yes.
The thing with Legado was so dominant in NXT, got him to the main roster and was doing some of the same. So you kind of had, I don't want to say bring them down to Ray's level because Ray is obviously a legend, but you have to bring them down to his booking, how they book him, if you will.
I'll say this: I think that the problem is they're trying to match the energy of the booking with Ray without Ray's cachet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, and that's why it's like, because let's be real. Look, Legado del Fantasma, they didn't win everything in NXT. They won.
They took some L's too.
Yeah, I was like, they had the Cruiserweight Championship, but technically,
yeah, they didn't get tag titles or North American titles, but
yeah, I was like,
but the thing about Legado in NXT was like, even when they weren't winning, they were standing tall at the end of the night. Some nights, like,
right,
it was game wars. They was jumping people.
Yeah,
they got smashed out of there. But I get it. You don't leave on standing up. You leave on your back. I get
Santos had the opportunity where we're like, oh, he should have been crowned, and he wasn't. So I'm again, this is more to me just like, okay, it's that first year or so where they just kind of flounder and doing stuff, and that's fine because it happens. Pretty much everybody in NXT from the old guard is like, okay, they had to flounder around on the main roster for a year or so, and then it gets better. Just stick with it, guys. It's okay. It'll be better, and the fact that they're even in the fold, period, is actually pretty good because they also are planting some seeds. Speaking of, with Riddle and them, because that is also a thing where it's like, okay, Riddle is having like these issues where he's like, I'm not just an idiot, guys. I'm smart too. I was just joking. I was fooling y'all.
I was just high. He might as well just say that. Just say I was just high. You wear a shirt that says 420 on it. Just say you're high.
And Riddle so this is the real issue. Riddle is like butt naked, and I don't like it.
Man, E-Ray, why do you have to go there? Damn
like,
it.
How he lose more clothes coming back? Like, guys,
you might have to ask the dudes he's taking pictures with on my Twitter timeline, but that's for another story.
Well, I got nothing for that.
I don't want to get into it. There's a lot of legends.
I don't want to be anything other than what I be, baby. Yeah, it's just the problem is Riddle is now in briefs, still no shoes, no boots, no knee pads or nothing. So he's just so nude, and it's just hilariously funny and odd. And they kind of redid his music too. And but they're it feels like they're trying to rebrand them now and like not get away from the stoner gimmick, even though 420's tomorrow. It's like get away from the stoner gimmick. When you're hearing this, it'll have passed and we'll already be high as ice. But 420 will be them past, and you have Matt Riddle. That's working though. The lovable idiot that can turn it on when he needs to. But if you're just trying to have him be like, okay, I'm just tough guy all the time now,
it don't work.
I don't know if
it'll never work.
I mean, it could, but then who does he become? Ken Shamrock?
No, I hope not. I mean, it tells me that this just shows you how long it's gonna be before Randy come back. That's what this telling me. They're doing a complete reinvention of him, or not a complete, but a moderate reinvention.
They do some tweaking. They're in the kitchen. They tweaking it, and then they also have because I think where this is leading to is KO versus Riddle. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I mean, any thoughts about it, Dub? You don't seem convinced.
I'm like, I just had never thought about it, honestly. Like, I just think KO is just like, I'm through the bullshit with everybody. Like,
I mean, but
I didn't see it like devolving into KO versus Riddle at some point. I think my question would be like, would KO still have those tag titles? Because it feels like to me, like Riddle's gonna be kind of the placeholder for that world title picture until they move Cody back into it after Brock to for Cody and Roman SummerSlam. Like that would be my thought, because you have Saudi after Backlash, you have Saudi, and then you have Money in the Bank in London. Those are two mega shows. I would be shocked if Roman didn't defend the belt at one, if not both of them. And clearly, you're not going to put Cody in that spot because you probably want Cody to win it on U.S. soil. Fingers crossed in Detroit, SummerSlam.
U.S. soil. That sounded so MAGA.
So I was about to say, it's so right.
You want it on his U.S. soil.
Right.
Where
your forefathers died and bled.
Well, it is Vince.
Release the Eagles. Just bald Eagles everywhere.
Somebody play the national anthem.
Oh, they definitely need to do that when Cody comes out to win the title. Just bald Eagles flying.
Just fucking so American.
Just give him a jetpack and a cape like Homelander, absolutely.
And laser vision. Oh, say Cody win.
They need to have like Homelander like do an intro for him like Russell Crowe did for that.
Oh
Hell in a
shit!
Cell
No.
match.
Not the Homelander's Apprentice or whatever that shit.
Homelander's Apprentice.
Okay, I digress, but like I didn't see like the KO versus Riddle thing. Like I didn't see that as an angle they were going. I just saw kind of like that segment as like KO's just sick of everybody's shit in general.
Okay,
because he's just an old curmudgeon, which I can relate to.
Right, get off my lawn. I'm open to being wrong, but it's just I'm looking at how are they doing these things when it comes to that. So I'm just taking a look at that right now.
I mean, I would like it. Like it just wasn't something I considered, but I would like it. I wouldn't be mad at it.
It would make sense from what the point of that three-way match or that three-man tag match is. Like, what else is gonna come from that?
I got a better question for you. Because now we're quasi booking here. If that was to actually happen and that de-evolution of this uneasy friendship alliance, who would be the heel? Do we get
it's gonna
heel
be
Riddle?
KO
Or
KO, no doubt.
So like to me, the way that would happen is KO would be the heel because Riddle does something to cost him that match in Backlash, thus leading the Usos to get like a rematch and get those titles back, because they got to defend them in Saudi, because you know who ain't going to Saudi.
Right.
And then my thought being that KO's pissed at Riddle about that, and then heels off on Riddle.
So how
and they fight in Saudi? No, KO don't go to Saudi either.
Well, no. Well, yeah, KO doesn't go to Saudi either. But they would either like the SmackDown before, or you just kind of keep it going for a while.
Yeah, that's nasty work. Okay. Well, speaking of heels, newly cemented
What, you want to talk about TV show heels? Season 2 coming soon? I know you're a huge fan.
Absolutely not. Mr. Amel. That ain't it. But I love you though. Speaking of heels, I was gonna say Trish still restoring the feeling. Trish done got those
she woke the internet up. C's. Yeah, they did. Poof, poof.
Right. I was like, where the Reeboks at? The Reebok pumps.
Bumps in the bumps. Bumps in the bumps. We let the girls with the bumps in the bumps.
Cowboy hat and all.
Sorry.
Thanks, man.
I was getting excited.
You just feel
pumps in the bump. Pumps in the bump.
I'm not gonna talk about that man because he knows, and he'll be on my ass like white on rice, and I don't want that. But if Trish offers the same deal, I would allow it because fantastic, right? But I want to get more importantly to Trish's run and the heel promo she cut. I think she said a lot of things there. What was awkward to me is that they pumped in audible boos. Weird. But the things that she was saying to me was hidden. She's like, I ain't your fantasy. I ain't no WWE legend walkout bullshit. Like, I am the most important person forever. She was crazy.
I mean, it was cool. It's just like because we've been so used to remembering Trish the face instead of Trish the heel.
Yeah.
It's been so long since she's been that character. I feel like because every time she comes back, she's a face.
True.
The latter half of her like active in-ring career, she was a face.
Right.
Lita was the heel in a lot of their feuds. So it was a little like, and that's why I think to your point of the pumped in boos, I don't think people wanted to boo her.
Boobs. I was like, what? Yep. Love those.
Yes, ma'am. What? Huh? Nope. Anyway,
let me ask you guys this question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When in any of Trish Stratus's heel runs, has she ever just cut a promo in the ring?
Never. She's always just been doing stuff backstage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why that didn't hit to me. Not because she can't do it. One, I thought they gave her too much to say.
Yes.
I agree.
And like she had too many bullet points.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she should have had like maybe 2 bullet points from that promo after what she did to Becky last week. And then like one as they try to catch her and she says one quick part of the bullet point. And it's like, I'm gonna go to the ring and say what else I got to say. And then pushes the interviewer away and then hits those
quick.
Like that was the problem to me. Like she said too much and this ain't her realm. That's why they popped in the boos because they weren't sure she was actually gonna get boos.
Right. Well, I got a question. Where were they Monday? Do you know? Do you remember?
Not sure.
I cannot remember off the top of my head.
I can't.
But I know they'll be in Chicago next week.
I asked this for reasons. I was like, you can get some cheap heat, but even still, I would have just went this way. Like, they're like, Trish Stratus is going to explain why she did what she did. And you're like, look, she had something I wanted. She didn't do what she was supposed to do to help us keep it. And you know what? That's all I got to say about it. If you're explaining, you're losing. Drop the mic, walk out. Yep. Keep it simple, very heelish, and walk out. They did. I think that was the problem. She said some real stuff, but it felt like it didn't necessarily land with the crowd. So that's where I think we kind of all meet that agreement there.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
And I think even a better move for them to do would be like for her to jump a baby face after like winning a match.
I was like, her to beat up a baby? Damn. Right. Oh, that is the unforgivable thing.
You punching babies now? Huh?
I mean, hey, it would work. Like, have Candice LeRae win a match real quick and then Trish just like hits her in the back of the head, cuts her promo. Because let's be real, Candice LeRae isn't going to lose anything right now because they haven't built anything with her.
I think they wanted that, but Trish ain't coming out in that outfit and beating up anybody. I think they wanted Trish to walk out like that for the pop.
You wanted Trish to walk out like that for the
my
pop.
Twitter timeline tells me
for
everyone
the pop.
wanted
Yeah, he popped.
pop.
BA, she told you she's not your boyhood fantasy.
My
He's
ribs.
Like, and who is Trish to tell me what she's not? Like, what? Hold on, wait a minute.
Whoa,
Hold on, Trish, wait a minute. BA and Jergens would disagree with you saying that.
Who needs
Sponsorship.
Jergens?
I am mortified.
Hey man, we gotta get it in. You
Duh.
get it in.
Whoa, duh. Listen, guys. BA just sponsored a spit shine, and I'm terrified because I thought that was only something for prison or recently released inmates. But I don't know. BA, nope. I'm not even gonna allow you to try to explain yourself. I see you trying. Nope, we're not gonna do it. I am not going to allow it. Like Neil Lane, I won't allow it.
He's about to pull up a PowerPoint like Drew Gulak.
Well, actually, 5-point PowerPoint. Like, look, just like Trish Stratus.
Gulak. Emphasis on the goo.
Again, who needs
like Trish Stratus? If you're not,
never mind.
if you explain it, you lose. If he just leave.
Hey, y'all know what? Hey, I didn't have to say a word. Y'all knew what. Man, I didn't have to say a word.
I'm gonna cut your mic.
Penalty box. It's been forever.
BA looked at
somebody
him
unlock
just like
the
I looked
penalty
at
box.
Right. BA looked at him like I look at the penalty box like I looked at Trish like, where have you been? It's been so long.
Right.
man.
Going there like the sound of music.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well. I don't know where this goes. Do you see her and Becky actually cutting a really good promo? I think that's what built into the shit, or because the dirt sheets were speculating that Becky Lynch, where there was some issues there. I think it's more story, but she had tweeted, "I'm not going to be at Raw," or something like that, and then literally had like her stuff switched, or she changed to a regular name or something like that. Any thoughts on that, or how that plays in, or if that could have possibly affected what Trish actually had to do, all the heavy lifting?
So I'm thinking that's gonna be mostly story. But there have been like the rumblings out there that over the past couple of years, both Becky and Bayley have had like to fight for their spots to get on shows recently, and we all know that like Bayley's contract is close to up and she might be out the door soon. Becky has another year on hers, and she's also, from what I heard, like the highest paid woman on the roster. So it's a lot of money to walk away from, but I ain't counting nobody's pockets. But again, I like to think this is just story, and she's gonna come back and cut a crazy promo, or maybe she switched it all over because they're gonna use this like heel turn from Trish to transition Becky's character something away from being the man, because that's so 2019 at this point.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, they went away from, because she was the man, and then she was kind of like
Big Time Bex.
Big Time Bex, which I was like, I wasn't a fan of. That was more Billy Idol / Conor McGregor.
It was like she was trying to be her husband, it seemed.
I think she was him before he was him.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Revisionist history,
because she was doing the crazy fits.
And then like, oh, he's going in her closet, robbing her of her shit.
That's true. Yeah, I guess Big Time Bex did spawn this iteration of Seth Freakins, because Seth Freakin was doing the whole crazy cult leader thing at the time. You are correct.
But I think it's not about who did it first; it's about who did it best. So that's why you got fantastic stuff. But speaking of more fantastic stuff, Dub spoke of the Pacific Rim that was Raw, and the freaking invasion of the Kaijus. I loved every minute of the ridiculousness continue. Bronson Reed, Bobby Lashley thrown into some Austin Theory-ness. It was just shenanigans. It was just ridiculous of the highest order. Give me more. Like and Bronson Reed just kind of like, I'm really Mr. Nice Guy. Like it's almost like he's again, I'm on record documenting how much I hate Moon Knight. Despise it. Fuck Egypt. All that shit's trash. Awful, right? Black Adam did a much better job of that, but that's neither here nor there. The Mr. Nice Guy theme for a big, scary Bronson Reed is excellent. And it's almost like get really nerdy. Was it the Hulk? I think it's like Gray Hulk version of the Hulk, where he wears a mafia suit. And his name is like Mr. something or something.
I would go Beast. He reminds me of Beast when he started talking.
Nah, but Beast is too nice. Beast is like, well, guys.
Yeah, he's nice as hell. Like he'll fuck some shit up.
My hypothesis,
it has to be the last X-Man around to get nasty.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. But it's like, Joe Fixit is his name. The Hulk character I'm thinking of. Where I don't know why, or someone, where's Free to make sense of all of this?
He will be Free. We need you.
He'll be the one to tell me why this was, but apparently he like either ran a casino or he was some type of mob boss. But if you can think about the big ass Hulk that is gray in a pinstripe suit with a Tommy gun, that is Joe Fixit. I don't know, cause comics. But that's what Bronson Reed reminds me of. And I was like, I like this. I enjoy it. He's like, yeah, I'm really a nice guy. And then he comes down there and just sumo tsunami splashing, breaking your ribs, squeezing out that brown toothpaste out of Bobby Lashley. Just, oh God, my bones.
Charcoal toothpaste.
Yeah, and let it happen to Austin Theory was just in the way, which I was like, this is fantastic. BA, did you see this?
I saw the clip on YouTube. I was YouTube clipping this week just because crazy personal life. Didn't get to sit down and watch the show in its entirety, but for what I saw, it looked pretty wild. Because at first I was upset that Lashley and Theory were fighting. I'm like, dude, we saw this in January. Like, what the fuck? But as Mark BA turned into Booker BA, I was like, oh, they're just using this as a way for Bronson and Lashley to have another interaction. Got it. But after I got over that, yeah, it was more of just the same from last week. Fucking big, meaty men bumping meat, doing what they do, and getting wild and crazy. I'm just waiting for when they announce the match, honestly, at Backlash, so that I can really get pumped for this pay-per-view. Or PLE, excuse me.
Yeah. Fun brutality. It was the funnest brutality.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with just stupid strong dudes beating the shit out of each other.
Absolutely.
Makes this fun.
The most fun brutality I've had since like Mortal Kombat 3. Like just 18 rib cages, 15 femurs. Like, why is all these bones exploding? Brutality. That's all I want. Just give me them two murdering each other. As it looks real, it looks really intense. And it's hilarious. Like, it's the best type of entertainment. So I am all for it. Dub, tell me why you hate this.
So here's what I hate about it.
What?
Absolutely nothing.
I was about to say,
you got worked.
What? Have they done a better job of building a monster heel at all in the past like 10 years than they've done with Bronson Reed since he's been back?
Yes, but
with Braun Strowman maybe in his first run?
Braun Strowman, for Monster Heels, Braun Strowman, Bray, technically Roman kind of is a monster heel. He hasn't lost. Like
monster or sociopath?
Yeah. Can he just be both?
Okay, well, anyway,
one or the other.
I think this Bronson Reed build has been like one of the greatest things ever. BA, you alluded to it last week.
Early.
Let me hyperbolize. Let me hyperbolize.
Let him breathe.
BA, you alluded to it last week that when he was in New Japan, they had him beat Okada in his first match, which is the equivalent of when KO came out there and beat the shit out of John Cena in his first match. So clearly they saw it, but then they just couldn't keep him. And I don't know why the Japanese crowd couldn't get behind the huge Kaiju just wrecking shop over shit. Maybe they're just sick of it. They've been seeing it for a long time. But
maybe
Bronson
is
PTSD.
Yeah, maybe bigger than Godzilla. Godzilla.
Fair, totally fair. But I love just him versus Bobby, and B, I'm gonna disagree with you. I like Bobby versus Austin Theory again because Bobby wants his Dipset title back. I get it. That's all he's ever wanted. It's his Dipset title back. He didn't get his match at Mania. He didn't get Raw after Mania because Vince went Vince. But now he just has to deal with Bronson Reed. And my favorite thing about that whole segment was when you thought Bobby was about to get the upper hand, and Austin Theory was like, "Nah, drop kick to the back of the head, just because." Fuck you, Bobby. I don't know why I like that so much, but damn it,
because it was like, well, yeah,
that makes sense. Figure Austin Theory was just done in this whole thing. He's like, "Nope, drop kick, bitch."
Right. Yeah, I'm the champ for a reason.
Abuse. That's what we do. I literally would do the same thing.
I hope they keep this feud going for a while, just match after match, and then a blow-off match at SummerSlam. Lock him in a Hell in a Cell and just let him go to work.
I don't think I need a Hell in a Cell, but I wouldn't mind.
You're right. Put like a small city model in the middle of the ring and just let them stomp through it. Like
we just do a no disqualification. That's all I need. Give me no disqualification.
Give me a fight pit match or something. I don't care.
No Dabo Kato. Put that shit away. Please. God.
I'm with BA here. All you need to give me is like them two in some type of just I forgot it, something ridiculous. I don't necessarily need the cage. I think that'd be too much.
I think the cage is low-key played.
Oh, there we go. Give me the ring exploding spot.
You definitely gotta go back to New Japan for that.
No, not that type of rings, but the Brock and whoever. Brock and
okay.
That type of exploding.
Ring exploding on itself.
Yes, where the ref takes the crazy bump.
That's fair. Right.
Love that. That will work for them too, because they're both.
That would work. That's the only time that would be justified to be pulled out again is those two wrestlers.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm with that. And I think that would be fun because you need some fun, like for them to keep it going. I don't think it can keep going all the way to SummerSlam. That's like 3 months.
I think it ends at Backlash or in the next pay-per-view, and then they move on. I agree, you right. Them dudes need to be in and out.
Would you end it at Backlash and separate them through the draft?
I was gonna say that. The draft is upon us. The draft is upon us, guys.
How come they won't announce a date, Dub? Tell me.
It's a week from Friday.
Yeah,
it's a week from Friday. Yeah, and it works out great for us.
Right. Chief.
I mean, for the guys that were watching the product, BA, we know
actually doing what they're supposed to do to be a host of this show, BA.
Yeah, BA. Actually, it's a week from Friday.
Well,
and it works out great for us.
Beat host.
That means we only have to preview it for one episode, and then we can recap it on another. So, they listen to the pod. I'm telling you, they listen to us in Stamford, Connecticut, and in India, and in Angola, worldwide, baby.
Yeah,
Titus worldwide. No.
Titus World Slide. BA World Slide. Straight into the penalty box. But I think it's going to be, I would like to see them keep it going, but I think it does get blown off with the draft. That was a great point. I think you can have some fun with that. And I think you need Bronson to win because it carries him into whatever his next endeavor is going to be as far as his next feud, because that was the problem with him with Johnny and all that stuff. It's like it didn't hit. So it just two big ass behemoths going at it. Love that shit. Give me more of that. Love that big ass beat down from Popeye. Yes. Give it to me. But after that, now he has to have equally like an intense opponent. So maybe you do Bronson and
yeah.
I would say that, but the crowd loves him so much, and he kind of needs a win
That's
at
fair.
some point.
That is fair.
I was gonna say Drew McIntyre if Drew ever comes back, which I know, but wouldn't that be perfect?
It'd be perfect on
that'd be
paper,
good.
but I don't think Drew gonna go for that. Drew want to be in that main event spot. I'm sure.
Okay, well, you know who else is right there? Fellow comrade. There you go. Sheamus will work just fine, and it'll be still brutality. It's just like the white version of Bobby Lashley. Just beat the shit out of each other.
Good take.
And then in the build up to that match, he can beat up on Pete Dunne and beat up on Ridge Holland.
Wait,
Peter
who?
Dune. Ain't Peter Dune going back to your magical UK for NXT, whatever the fuck they coming out with over there?
NXT Europe. I mean,
There you go.
that's what I thought.
Butch.
They turned his name back to Peter Dune, didn't they?
They're going to.
It's still
yeah.
Butch.
Still Butch.
Butch. Butch. That's all we have. Well, I mean, Butch was great. It made me happy, but it wasn't as entertaining as watching the incomparable Cody Rhodes beat the holy hell out of 454 men like he was Samson at the fucking altar.
I want to talk to Samson.
It was absurd. I'm like, is this Atlas? Is this Kratos? I don't know. What other mythical figure? Hercules. Xena even. I don't know.
The warrior princess.
He went.
Cody was using that chair like Kratos used those blades. He might be on to something.
Man, it was insane. I'm like, wait a second.
I wish I could get that hoodie. That hoodie he had on was fire, but I'm afraid I'd be too associated with MAGA circles if I wore that hoodie he had on.
Right. Too much American flag merch.
I was like a little too much, but that hoodie's dope.
Like, no, I'm cool. But also if you did wear it, you will probably end up on Brock Lesnar's radar. And you don't want that because he's coming out like Jeepers Creepers Brock. He done evolved now. He's not even Cowboy Brock. No, he's Jeepers Creepers Brock.
He's like Jason Voorhees.
He only pops up every 23 years.
Think about Jason Voorhees' progression. Like he went from just being a little kid, then he turned into Sackhead Jason, and then he turned into Hockey Mask Jason, then he turned into Zombie Jason, then he turned into fucking I forget
Nanobite, Nano
Jason
Man.
X in the future.
I love that one.
Super Jason and Jason X. So that,
it's okay, guys. He just wanted his machete back.
Oh, I would love to see Brock just have these evolutions and keep coming back as like unstoppable Brock. Brock is just, oh my God, guys, he just won. He just wanted his F5. Like what? And he just F5 to random women. Let's have some premarital sex and smoke weed. He just F5s a bitch into a fucking tree. Murder. Like, wow, Brock is intense.
Movie producers, when Kane Hodder gets too old for this shit, or whoever y'all hire for Jason,
he's right there.
Brock Lesnar is waiting for y'all. Just be ready to write him a humongous check and have a private jet on standby.
And you have to have some black champions for him to kill.
Exactly. Lots of
we don't
black
make the rules.
Well, I mean,
for him to murder in a scary movie.
If you've
that's perfect for him.
If you've ever seen any horror movie, like almost ever, that isn't entirely black people, which is the new thing, the old version. Oh no, you black, you just did.
Oh yeah.
You the first one to go.
Shout out to Dwayne Martin. He left. That's the only black dude I knew that was smart. He was like, I'm going home. Y'all white people can have it.
And Night of the Demons. My boy was out of there. My daddy was a preacher. No better than mess around with this foolishness. Go on, little white girl. I'm out.
Black All Stars.
Love that guy. But other than that, we getting axe murdered. Like it just dead. So Brock Lesnar came out looking like Jeepers Creepers. He sat at the top of the stage, laughed, and Cody Rhodes went insane. I don't know what it was about Brock's racist laugh. Maybe that triggered him. Like in the heat of the night. In the heat of the night.
Cody is fighting the fight.
And he was like, what you gonna do, boy? And he was like, God damn it, racism. And he went crazy. And that's why he beat up all those white security guards.
Yep.
There we go. That makes sense. We had to figure it out because every
Cody
23
was doing a
days.
sit-in.
Yes.
Brock was the mayor of the racist city.
Facts.
The security guards were the cops trying to arrest him for the sit-in. And Cody, being the civil rights activist he is, said he was going to fight racism head on and took a chair and he fought racism.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
and won.
And won.
Cody took on racism and won.
Cody
That's
Luther King.
Crazy. I mean, the only other way I see it is Brock Lesnar is Jeepers Creepers. He pops out every 23 days or so to make sure there's no black champions. If there are, he devours them, and then he disappears again. And that's pretty much what happens. Like, oh, okay.
I can't have Bobby Lashley or Montez Ford winning the U.S. title with all this said.
Brock would rip their legs from their bodies.
I can't have that. Not my black champion.
They don't even ask Brock to go down to the PC to give kids advice because he might see Melo as champion and be like, hey, we got to do something about this. By we, I mean me.
Right.
And something which is now F5.
Right.
F5.
What you doing with all that gold around you?
WWE.com exclusive. Carmelo Hayes loses the NXT Championship on a Wednesday morning at the PC.
To Brock Lesnar? What?
Brock.
And why is Pyro going off at the PC? Everybody else wearing their little PC shirts and Brock Lesnar's in full garb.
It was promo class. Why are the referees there?
Right. And of all people, Brock Lesnar here for promo class. Something don't seem right.
Right.
Was he just on a tour? Why is he in champion now?
Pulls Trick's head straight off his body like Jason Takes Manhattan.
Facts. Like the boxer kid.
Yeah, I don't care. Brock Lesnar is a new horror villain. Like he just fits the mold. So only for black people though. It's very scary. It's like LAPD, Brock Lesnar. That shit's terrifying.
Cholesterol.
Yeah, that's true. Unseasoned food too, though. Like those things kind of go hand in hand. Like unseasoned food, and then like the high cholesterol from the over seasoning of food. Yes.
And then Brock Lesnar.
Yes, then Brock.
And then the LAPD.
Damn, he above that. I think it was the Jeepers Creepers coat that just took him over the edge, man.
It did.
It was like,
that shit looked creepy, man.
Yeah.
Either Jeeper Creepers, or the Undertaker had to give him his coat when he broke the streak like 10 years ago.
Give me your coat,
right?
Some of your hair. That's when that's when the Undertaker had that terrible mohawk.
Yeah,
that was awful. I was like, get that out of here. So yeah, I want more of this feud. But how do y'all think about the build so far? I think that's what we're neglecting to discuss. This build is it hot? Is it meh, or is it loose?
At some point they're gonna have Brock explain why, because as of right now it's just like the announcers are telling us that Brock was upset about his placement on the Mania card. We need to hear it from Brock at some point.
I think you'll get a go home show promo from them. That sounds about right.
He already said it.
When did he say it?
When he walked to the stage in his Jeepers Creepers outfit. He just walked over like, that's it. Translation.
Gotcha.
I don't like this. I'm racist.
I don't like the look of it.
Literally, that's it. He's like, what you doing there with that American flag on your body? Get it off now.
That's my only issue with the build right now. Cody Luther the King, he can do no wrong in his promos right now. Mm-hmm. He called Brock a coward. I was like, oh, okay. When he said something about the cowboy hat, I wanted him just to say something like, you don't do any cowboy shit. Just that little hint. I wanted that so bad. I was like, is he going to say cowboy shit? Say cowboy shit. And he didn't. I was like, oh. But again, wishful thinking on my part.
Yeah, they got enough throwing the ball back and forth across the net of the little clue into the other show. I think they probably had enough of that. Because that was right there for the taking.
It's right there.
Shout out.
It's right there.
Well,
They were like, nope.
yo, it's E-Ray, the quasi bad guy, the Diet Coke of evil, the side god of pod, and I'm here to tell y'all, come check out my show, Binge Flicks and Chill. You never know what you're gonna get, but we always talking some good shit when it comes to television and the latest movies. So we want to bring y'all in. We want to make sure you have a good time. You learn something, you laugh, you cry, you might stab a nigga or two. I don't know what you're gonna get, but that shit's popping. So come check out Binge Flicks and Chill. And it's me, E-Ray, and I'm out. I mean, we can't have it all. But
No, I'm good with it.
I'm giving it. I'm still in that 2-week grace period. I'm still giving it 2 weeks. It's not the best thing I've ever seen. I don't like Cody beating up 400 random nameless victims like Maximum Carnage or
They
something.
gotta keep him strong though. They gotta keep him looking strong.
Yeah,
while
but
he's
there's
weak.
better ways to do it. I don't need to watch him come out like Maximum Carnage beating up random guys. Jim.
They dude's names is Jim.
Biff.
Like Paul.
Tan.
Bo.
Right. Tan.
Tan.
Like what? Why is that man's name Tan?
Japanese developers. Nobody's named Tan in America.
And they just
The
be
hell?
naming them stuff. Xavier. What? Where'd that come from? He got Tan and he got Xavier. How? Billy. So yeah, that's what it felt like. They were just throwing random guys at him. I would play that game though. It was like Streets of Rage.
Yes, absolutely.
Streets of Roads.
It's on my
Streets of Roads.
Maximum Carnage is on my
Cody's of Rage
mini SNES for sure. It's on there.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, but I was like, I need a little bit more, and I don't think that did it in the right way. Like, okay, it's not believable that Cody just beating the hell out of all these people. He's not that big, but I'm still giving it 2 weeks. So
does Cody win this clean? I mean, I know we got our Backlash previews like in 2 weeks, but
Nah, I don't think so, Dub. I don't think we will because you don't want him to make Brock look too weak unless Brock is going home for a while. I think some sort of
which is what I think is again.
He gotta get that
23 days
Saudi
is
money,
almost
E-Ray.
over.
You know Brock gotta get that Saudi paycheck, and then he'll go home, if anything.
But he can do that against anybody. They can just throw him in there with Bronson Reed, and
which is what they're gonna do. They let the Saudi Prince book that show pretty much.
Literally,
Yeah,
so
they do.
So that's where like storylines don't even matter. It's just whatever we want. But
yeah, the Saudi show is legitimately just like a episode of Super Smash Brothers.
That's why Logan Paul got a title shot the last time they were over there.
right,
Just because they wanted to see Logan Paul fight Roman Reigns.
that shit was more unbelievable than Creed 3. Like, wait a second, you've had 0 professional fights and now you just fight for the championship?
Yeah, E-Ray, I hope that's on your bench flick schedule. I got some thoughts about Creed 3.
Oh,
we'll get there when we get there.
It's already been recorded.
Oh, that's why you asked me if I wanted to
Yes.
record. Damn,
That-
I can't wait to listen then. Damn it.
Interesting stuff, riveting stuff, guys, coming soon. Binge Flicks and Chill. But again, for the raw and chill. Whoa. Whoa.
Ain't nothing raw. Ain't nothing chilling when it's raw.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little raw and chill.
Raw on your Ubers outside. What?
The streets.
Dub
Don't let the
has-
new hoe fool you. He's still in these streets, folks.
Right, I was like, he's closer to him.
I'm deeper in
apparently.
these streets now. I'm closer to
Oh,
the element.
that's scary.
Yeah, Dub
More
just
fun
heard
streets out
fireworks.
here now.
That was somebody. Just letting it go.
Good for them.
Yeah, but you know, Dub just likes letting it go. You know what I like doing? I like letting go all my worries when I am cleaning myself with my new beautiful buff body buffer from Manscaped. Guys, so many B's. It's like quadruple B's up there. Manscaped's got the beautiful body buffer, body wash, all that great stuff for you. And it is antimicrobial. It does not smell bad. It dries so good because it's made out of some type of high grade silicone, probably the same stuff they put directly in the Trish Stratus.
I knew it was
love
coming.
it so much. I can hang it up. It has a little hanger hole right there, just like Trish Stratus. I love Manscaped, guys. This is incredible. I can't say enough how much I love that beautiful body buffer. It gets the job done, keeps me clean. I can wash my back, and it has like a little notch there to hold right in my hand, just like Trish Stratus.
Oh
it
my
is
goodness.
amazing. I can't imagine anything better invented.
He's all
besides
about the
body
triple
buffer.
B, folks.
Facts. Guys, I know you have some you love from Manscaped. There's so much greatness that.
Yes, I
Where
love
do you
the beard oil. I use it on a twice a day basis. Like my morning shower, hit it right there, and then after I get my workout in, can't keep my beard all dry. Got to keep it moisturized. I throw it right back on again, man. It's not a terrible smell. Some beard oils have some weird like stenches to them. Manscaped does not have that.
This is the jojoba oil. What is that? Ball juice. Like, no, that's not what it smells. It smells fantastic. It's something. It's not. It won't take away from like your other smells if you like to add your smell goods and your body things. But it's also not obnoxious where you're just putting it on. So
it's not too loud. It serves its purpose. It's not the main attraction to your scent. Your beard oil should not be your main scent attraction, as I'm sure the connoisseur of cologne will tell us. E-Ray, that's not the way to do it. So yeah, I'm a big mark for the beard oil, man. I love that shit. I love the trimmer. I love the shears. I keep the beard nice and tight, no stragglies on me because of the shears every morning after I pick it out. So yeah, man. Love it. All their shit is amazing.
Straggly. My face often looks like Paul Pierce prior to the.
No, don't put that evil on you, E-Ray.
Hey, it is what
you got some hair there.
It is what
Paul
it
Pierce
is.
still looking for facial hair in his 50s, so yeah.
Well, Dub, any thoughts on the great products offered to us by Manscaped?
Yo, that trimmer, that body wash, that body scrubber, all of it.
Dub is for the streets. He uses everything every day. He's like, oh my God, what is that? Gotta
That
shave
sounded
this
so
off.
sultry. What you just said is like, everything.
That could be aerodynamic for the streets.
Absolutely, man. You gotta.
She's like,
know what?
oh
I'm
my
gonna chill
gosh, what is that? Dolphin smooth. What? All right, guys.
Who is dinosaur eggs?
Where's my egg? Oh, Dub has it.
Dub,
Give me my egg, Dub.
Right? Give me my egg. Dub loves a woman to do a great Vince impression. Vince McMahon gets him going. And Manscaped allows this because she's like, give me my egg. And he's like, you're going to get it.
Oh, how do you want your eggs, baby? Fried or
Scrambled?
fertilized?
In the form of a check from you. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, man. Enjoy single motherhood. I'll see you at the NBA draft, baby.
Excuse me?
What? Huh? Huh? What?
But because all this is made possible through Manscaped, guys, use our promo code Territory for 20% off and free shipping. If you ever wanted to make someone a single mom, you got it.
Oh my God.
If you ever wanted to just somehow finagle a one-night stand with just your smooth facial hair, you got it. If you ever wanted to just be alone and not have to spit shine yourself like BA does.
Hey,
got a
that's
body
about
buffer
I'm too
instead.
lazy to get up. That's all.
You can clean yourself off with the beautiful body buffer.
I'm real
All
mucusy.
this sponsored by Manscaped. Guys, if you're not sold, I don't know what else to tell you. The products are phenomenal. They are quality. They ship quick, and they will ship for free. What more can you want? Oh yeah, 20% off using the code Territory. Manscaped, keep it tight, keep it clean, stay lean, and get in them streets.
The tools that keep you fresh.
for your balls. Well, now that we've talked about balls and cleanliness and all these things, let's talk about the dirtiest of the dirty, spring break. Guys, I don't know about you. I always wanted to go to like Spring Bling, MTV Spring Break.
Oh, buddy.
There's a
it was like the millennial holy grail that we watched as kids, and they ended by the time we were ready to go.
I got the peek in the South Padre Island once upon a time. That's a Patreon episode.
Yeah. I went there once, but it wasn't the same. It was like 2 years ago. Not the same as if I was like 10, 12 years ago when I was very different guy. Like, I need it.
I still treat Puddin' Bay like Spring Bling every year. So
as you should.
He spells Puddin' Bay very differently.
Put in. Never mind.
Put in.
Puddin' Bay.
But with that said, Spring Break is the holy grail. Spring Break-in for NXT is what we got up next for our television PLE. Guys, I need to know. They built this card pretty fast. What are the thoughts? Are we hyped about this? Are we tired of the TV one-off things?
I don't mind the TV one-offs. It breaks up the weekly show.
What's next? Bash at the beach?
Probably
actually.
so. Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm pretty sure NXT Bash is in July.
Yeah.
That's Great American Bash.
I mean, y'all would be better historians around this than me, but have y'all ever seen a card get put together in literally 2 weeks? Because that's how long this has been from the Stand and Deliver pay-per-view, basically.
Yeah. I think one of the last...
First of all, BA, they put together this card yesterday.
Yeah.
The only match we knew about before yesterday was the NXT Championship. Everything else they put together on this card, they put together yesterday.
And they put it together based on a golden shoe.
Elaborate, because that was not on YouTube. A golden shoe.
More Grayson Waller shenanigans.
Oh, okay, got you.
He does
Got you. I did see their promo.
CBA, this is why you gotta watch the show.
Hey, man, BA had to pull extra potting duty this week, and things got lost in the sauce.
Potting duty. BA was
the hand motion
busy.
that E-Ray just made is not what I was doing this week.
He just, BA has some lawn work to do. He's a landscaper. He's just starting a lawnmower.
I don't even got a lawn yet, y'all.
Oh my god!
Manscaped.
They shave it so good. Never mind.
Spring Break-in, guys. It's a thing. Don't mind us.
We promise.
The Shoey is aside. Can we talk about the card? Let's give a preview, some predictions, because we're gonna do some things.
I got the card pulled up here. Let me know when y'all ready. Y'all ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
All right. So, the first match they have on this card is the debut of Oba Femi, who he's probably gonna just squash somebody. You remember? You didn't see that promo last night?
Nope.
Apparently, I'm BA too. I ain't watching. That's why you gotta watch the show.
Okay. Episode after this show.
He's another almost looking dude, big black dude, African name. They did a promo video package of him throwing random things. He debuts next week.
Like what? Was he throwing sacks of potatoes? Bales of hay? What the hell?
I don't even remember.
Just give him something in a
cards
quarter and he'll
there.
throw
I don't
it.
know.
Right.
All right.
Refrigerators, filing cabinets, like things that you just assume are heavy that one man is supposed to lift.
Will he clean my house? Is that what he's talking about? Like what? Like just throw shit out my house?
You teach me to football?
But
you broke in my nose.
That's everybody's forewarning. That's probably the first match on the card. Oba Femi smashing some jobber.
No, you can't open up with that. That's so not NXT. They always open up with something fire as fuck. They can't open up with something.
But then again, it is a PBPLE, so technically you can.
I mean, they could open up with the hottest storyline in NXT, aka BA's favorite storyline.
No.
As the world turns of Kiana James and Brooks
no.
Jensen.
Yeah.
As Brooks Jensen has clearly
nonsense.
been using his Manscaped because he got Kiana James and she got him. She laid that thing on him. He started dressing better.
Yeah, he
He
did.
said, Briggs, I don't need you no more. And there we go. Mixed tag match. Kiana James and Brooks Jensen versus Fallon Henley and Josh Briggs. E-Ray, who you picking?
They're going there. Because I know for sure one of them keep that fofo in the purse. It is a very easy call for me. Kiana James is black, guys. That's what they said online when they said black girls rock in NXT or whatever they said. Kiana James always talking about going to her purse. Jensen, go get my purse. Go get my purse. When I say go get my purse, go get that thing out my purse. And he's like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And then she shoots everybody. So I'm going with Kiana James and Jensen because Briggs don't want that smoke, and Fallon Henley's been taking L's since forever.
Okay. All right. BA, I know you was crying yesterday as you saw Brooks and Briggs get into it. Who are you picking in this match? And why are you picking Fallon Henley to turn on everybody?
Definitely wasn't bros before hoes.
No, and I was gonna say this shouldn't even be a mixed tag. It should be just Briggs and Jensen fighting it out. Like,
right.
They that would be the thing I would care more to see. But since we're here with this mixed tag, I'm gonna pick Briggs and Fallon because to E-Ray's point, they've been getting their asses whipped on television, or Briggs has at least. So I think it's their get back, and I'm hoping and praying that we will be done with this and move on to something else after Briggs wins. I'm hoping. I have a feeling.
Do Fallon and Briggs win and then Kiana walks out on Brooks?
I hope so, because that means it's over and we move on to the next thing. I hope that's what happens.
I got news for you, BA.
No.
This is NXT's Bloodline storyline. This is going on for the next 4 years.
That's so disrespectful to the Bloodline. That's not even funny.
I just talking about it in terms of booking. This has been going on for a year now.
Oh,
I
and
know.
It's not going to stop.
Sick of it.
You know what? I'm going with E-Ray too on this one. Kiana James and Brooks Jensen. They win. Victor Newman interferes, and Brooks hits whatever his finisher is, and Kiana shoots Fallon Henley.
Yeah, I was like, Brooks has a finisher?
Beats me.
I don't know.
That's why
he's another
that's why
nepotism kid in
Keanu was cheating on him.
NXT. So.
He didn't have a finisher.
Whose kid is he?
I think he's Big Boss Man's kid. Don't quote me on that, but
Ray Traylor had a kid that's in wrestling? No shit.
All right. Next
Check that
match.
out.
Again, Gang Wars, we back at it. Pretty Deadly said, "Oh, y'all think y'all gonna toss us in the trunk? Nah, we back at it." So Pretty Deadly versus the D'Angelo Mafia mob family in a trunk match, which
Wow.
I gather is the same as like ambulance match. You get them in there, you close the door.
That is wild.
Is this Casino or is this NXT Spring Break-in?
No, this is Gang Wars.
Is
Restore
Joe Pesci
the
gonna
feeling.
Get the shit beat out of him with the baseball bat? Yes or no?
We're restoring the feeling. Trips called Sean and said, "Hey, I need you to restore the
Martin,
feeling down there too."
We're restoring the
I got
feeling
just
of
the
a Martin
guys.
Scorsese film. That's all I feel like this is.
You
Anytime
get beat to
Tony
death
D
in your tighty whities.
Anytime that'd be icing on the cake. But anytime these two dudes are involved in anything, let's just throw an Italian gimmick on them and call it a day. the Gabagool spaghetti match, basically. Like, come on, man.
Jesus, man.
I didn't book this. They booked it. What you want me to the trunk match? Come on, man. What do you want me to say?
Forget about it. Like,
exactly.
BA,
like
stop
they
it.
doing it. It's not me.
It's
Oh
not
God.
me.
Blame Lawrence Inside. Don't blame me.
Okay.
I'm
All
not
right.
doing it.
Are you picking the family to win this one?
Yes, it's
Big
their
Lord
match.
Tenside will win.
It's their match. They better win. Come on,
Oh
man.
my god! All right,
I'm not booking this shit. All I
We
can do
just back in.
is predict what I'm being presented, and this is presenting me a heavy racist gimmick. So, what do you want me to do?
Fine. Dig up James Gandolfini. Just put him.
Oh my god! All right,
Whatever.
Prop him up
Sopranos.
like Leatherface's grandpa.
Yeah.
Like,
But not
hit him with
actually
the
him, but
sledge,
just his
Grandpa.
Sopranos character. Excuse me, I misspoke. That's what I need. Tony Soprano. Just
hit him with the sledge, Granddad. Grandpa's the best
it's
with
like,
the sledge.
oh snap! They almost won, but here comes Big Pussy out of nowhere, just running down. Oh yeah, he passed too. Never mind. Yeah, there's no Sopranos left except for the D'Angelo
Michael
family. This is the
Imperioli
new
still
generation.
around?
No, he's in White Lotus now, getting cooked.
Oh yeah, he is. That show's wild.
I love that show.
That show's
But
wild.
be that as it may, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah,
You can't pick Pretty Deadly. Or
I
will you?
gotta pick Pretty Deadly. I know it's not gonna be right, but
I understand. Those
they've
your
been letting
boys.
they've been letting the D'Angelo family just win way too much. Like, I'm disgusted at how much they win.
I mean, when you book matches for their gimmick, it's what kind of like, I don't know.
yeah, and I'm
Turkey's
thinking D'Angelo
alive.
family too. Like they sent him Pretty Deadly to the main roster in the Sky. It's a wrap.
This is it. This is the only way you get me in on this match. If
Nunzio and Chuck Palumbo interfere, the full-blooded Italians.
And Big Vito.
yes, but include Tony Bolonovich. My God. I love him. I love all those commercials. Tony Bolonovich gotta come in and slap somebody like, oh, yeah, it's a nice prosciutto. Wow, slap in the face.
See, Dub, you can't be mad at us. This is the booking of HBK and
then,
Prince Albert.
And then I want to hear, I want to make sure I hear.
You want to hear Booker T say,
Booker T,
"Oh my
Mike-
God, that's a lot of Capicola in the ring
Yeah.
right now."
You
big."
know my bro. Oh my God, that victory was delicious. Yes. Give it to me.
The D'Angelo family, they about that mozzarella, Vic.
Right.
All about that paper.
All
The
about
cheese.
that cheese.
Mozzarella Parmigiana. You don't know what I'm talking about, Vic.
Vic. That's what they about.
All the cheese.
All types of cheese. But
No
Booker,
sauce
I don't know what
with
the hell
this
you're talking
one,
about,
no
but-
meat, just mean. I love
love
Booker, man. It's just
makes
So
everything
great.
better.
Yes,
All
it
right.
does.
next match on this card is the one I know BA has been looking forward the second most outside of
Oh,
As the
shit.
World Turns.
I'm scared.
His face. I'm scared.
Of course, is Lyra Valkyria versus the savior of the NXT Women's Division, Cora Jade. And I know that BA is picking Lyra Valkyria because he's such a huge fan of her work in NXT UK. Am I right, BA?
I think that you're putting my name in place of yours, Dub. But in all fairness, but I understand. Tribal Pod.
Never seen
from
NXT
Tribal
UK. I don't
Pod
know what
Chief.
you're talking about.
Yeah, sure. I think Cora's gonna win this match, no doubt in my mind. Because and it'll still start a feud between them two. Just because the randomness of Lyra Valkyria being involved. I guess I know they had some stuff last week, but I'm sure it all came to fruition during Cora and is it Gigi's match last night. So because didn't Lyra come out during the match or something and talk some shit to
No,
Cora?
she came out afterwards and like that weird stage thing they got behind the commentators with like smoke and everything as if she just appeared.
Got it. All these
I don't
spooky
know.
women in NXT.
Right, I was about to say, is she supposed to be?
I was about to say, isn't Isla Dawn the same gimmick? But I don't know.
Lyra and Ira,
Golf be golfing.
Isla. I can't even say it.
Golf be
Lyra
golfing.
and Isla. Yeah, it's too close to me. I don't
That's
like
what I'm saying. But this will be the beginning of a feud between Cora and Lyra Valkyria or whatever how you pronounce it. Yes, Cora Jade.
You right?
I'm torn. I know that Cora Jade should win, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it just makes sense that, you know, it makes sense for her to lose as a heel and then do some heel shit and keep complaining, because that's her thing. Like, she's talking about how, you know, but I think they're building, it depends on what type of heel they want to build her as. She's not a chicken shit heel. She's calling out everybody in the locker room and dogging them. So I think she does have to actually beat Miss Valkyria. And Miss Valkyria can take an L because she hasn't really established any type of like necessity value where it's like, oh, we're giving her that push. She can't lose. She can take the L. It's okay.
I think she's gonna get the shit beat out of her. Like, she might break a skateboard over her head type shit. Because that's the type of heel Cora trying to beat.
Unforgivable concussion.
Yeah, that's the type of shit Cora on right now. So that's why
I think I'm going Lyra with this one just because opposite of UE. I think Cora can take the loss and like still be okay. But if you want to make Lyra anything, she can't lose her first match on free PLE. Like, and that's
well. Let me ask you this:
how I think with that.
Are you writing these down? Dub?
Not yet.
You sure? I said
he's gonna write them down when he listens to the episodes release. Cause it's the Dub Show.
I don't have any pen and paper in the spare bedroom. I'm like, I kind of forgot that part.
Our fearless leader.
I got nothing.
Don't worry.
I got no words for Dub.
Don't worry.
It's a
I
dub
got
on
it.
Dub. It's a dub on Dub.
I got it. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay. Next.
Next up is Andre Chase versus Braun Breaker.
Yes, I'm here for this match.
You already know.
All right. I don't actually.
I'm going with Andre Chase. I will never pick Braun Breaker. Never.
Even
I don't know. Like,
not
we were
even
all
like,
fans of this heel turn, but yeah. Andre Chase about to send Braun Breaker to the Shadow Realm. I mean, SmackDown.
I immediately think Braun Breaker's going to win, right? But the problem is he got bodied on the mic by Duke Hudson.
He did. I did see that promo. Duke got in his ass.
And I'm like, I'm so hype about the MVP. Duke Hudson, that gimmick is fire.
I love this promo. That was probably the most like I've been
best.
on Duke Hudson since I've been watching this product.
Same. And again, Braun came off as like bland Braun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm bad now.
Is Duke Hudson like the first chicken shit babyface?
No, there's chicken shit baby faces. I mean, you can call it like one of the reiterations of Doink. I feel like was a baby face chicken shit before he became a heel and became creepy. Chicken shit baby faces. That's a good question, Dub.
Wait, Dub, I got a question. What constitutes as a chicken shit baby face?
So like the people are cheering for him and he's doing the heel things that he's not doing it. People cheer for him and he's placed opposite of the heel, but like he does the chicken shit.
He's got this stable protecting him.
He's standing up for the university, but then like at the very last second, he's like,
yeah,
hey, you know what? I'm gonna give you a match against Andre Chase. Like
I love it. Yeah,
that's the thing.
true.
Like, he's
I don't think they
dodging
like that.
the things, but he's taking like the accolades. Like
Yeah.
when Braun destroyed everything,
I
Duke
mean,
took his trophy and got the fuck up out of there because he had a title match later.
I'm sure in the bizarro world of the Vince Russo late 90s, early 2000s WCW, you might find some wacky shit like that sprinkled in the storyline because they were just doing whatever, but nothing comes to mind.
Better
to
question.
this level.
Has there ever been a chicken shit baby face that worked?
Evidently not, because we remember it.
Exactly. That's it. I was like, let me just cut through the bullshit.
There we go.
There you go. But Duke Hudson smoked Braun on the mic, and it was so enjoyable. I think that Duke Hudson fuels this and tries to like get in between them, but then somehow still Andre Chase catches a hellacious spear, and that puts him away.
I really
Braun
want
not
Andre Chase to win. I'm sick of
I
Andre
want it
Chase
so
losing
bad,
stuff.
but you
Yeah,
never
but
win.
that's kind of like the gimmick, though. Like it's just
He doesn't even have gear. His
That's what I'm
gear is a
saying.
sweater.
dressed like
Hey, what's the
literally
best
like
like
a
Jordans?
mask. He's dressed like a male cheerleader. Like
Yeah.
as he's not winning a lot of matches. No offense to male cheerleaders. but-
Give me an L. L. What is that?
Make it capital.
Right.
Capital.
And then give me another one.
Right. Another one. And another one.
All right. So all of our hearts are picking Andre Chase. Our minds are picking Braun must break.
Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat with
I would
this
break
match.
him.
Unless he's getting called up, which we all hope.
Well, that
Who
we'll
hopes
find
that?
out right after that this week.
Who hopes that? Everybody who doesn't want to see him on NXT anymore.
I mean, keep him down there. I just don't want him.
Right. Keep him down there.
Keep
so
him
he'll
down
get
there.
force
Yeah.
fed in my face.
You're right. Put him back on
SmackDown.
level up. You're right.
Damn.
That ain't happening, but wishful
Right.
thinking.
All right. Next up on the card, we got another babyface champion saying, I'll take on everybody. Indy Hartwell, Roxanne Perez, Tiffany Stratton, Women's Championship. I think it's going to be a good match.
I think
I agree with that.
the match of the night.
I'm going, I don't know, man. I feel like they might put the belt back on Roxanne here.
I don't.
Indy retains.
I feel
Okay.
like Tiffany Stratton. This is
Indy
where
Hive.
this is where the epiphany era begins.
Oh,
Wow. So we're going three different. We are completely split here. This is the one. So this is the one. Whoever's
I like-
wrong.
I like this
Shots on video when
Yeah.
E-Ray returns.
The return like Batman.
I'm Batman. I'm E-Ray.
one. All right, I like this one.
Cody?
Where's the trigger? Where's the shoey? That being said, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, NXT title. Is anyone picking against him at this point?
How can you?
Not even.
Grayson has
But-
no business in this match.
But I will say, very entertaining promo off.
Yeah, two guys that want two of the best on the mic in NXT.
And they revived the Mello we love by allowing him to be a little more demonstrative, actually saying the things that we wanted him to say. He was like, oh, I would have loved if they had when he said, well, let's see your banners, Grayson. And then they just had
Pull up
all
all
his
the
L's.
L's.
That's what I was
Yeah.
expecting. That's
And
what
he
I honestly
oh,
expected when he said
You
that.
have none. That was good, but I wanted to see like lost. I think that might have been too far to bury the character of Grayson Waller though. So I think they did it technically right, but I would have just enjoyed it. That would have popped me. I was like, oh yeah, that's how we do it. And Trick wanted to get in that ass. So I think you beat him up there and then you shift over to Trick versus Grayson, which
I
is
love it.
more entertaining feud
I
while
love it.
you get some of the other maybe Dragon Lee, somebody with Dragon in their name versus Himothy, Carmelo Hayes. I think that's where we go, but yeah, no one, and I do mean no one, should be picking against him.
The only thing I wish that would have went different about that promo last night is I wish, like, after Mello said, you don't have nothing on the banner, but how about next week I put you on a shirt?
I seen it.
Yeah.
So you said, I was like, oh yeah,
That was the
rapper
only
dub.
thing I would like. If he would have said that, and then Cody would have said the Cowboy shit on Monday, I'm like, guys, this is two of the best weeks of promos ever.
Yeah.
But that being said, still all good shit.
They're too busy paying attention to the A storyline. This is the subplot. The A storyline. Kiana James, Brooks Jensen. They didn't have time to write great dialogue. They'll look, y'all figure out something to do. We're booking greatness here, okay?
Oh yeah. All quiet on the set.
All quiet on set. You go do your shit outside the NXT parking lot, but it's dangerous outside. I don't care.
I'm making magic, god damn it.
Right.
Get out my way. And action.
And action. Yeah, I think that's where we have to go. Any thoughts? Because I think we know who's going to win. BA, tell us where it goes from there. Who is your next opponent for Carmelo? And tell me, well, as we're all praying, that it is not a continuation with Grayson Waller. Because I need this to be one and done, but I feel like it could continue. I'm just wishing.
Easy. Von Wagner. No, I'm just playing. Jokes.
That would be fire, though. Because he would say something trash.
He would get scorched. Lose. He would get scorched to level up. I think, honestly, maybe we get an Apollo Crews sighting, fighting for that. I know he's tied up in Odyssey Jones stuff, ain't he?
What?
No, never mind.
What?
I'm thinking of. I saw Apollo Crews involved in some match.
Oh, with Hard Justice.
That's who Dijak got you.
Yeah.
But it ain't going nowhere though, right? Like that was just a match.
Well, they just kind of started.
Hard Justice is about to get his match with Dragunov.
Right, that's what I was assuming. So I think Apollo is there.
They're building a lot of stuff, but I think they're also getting positioned for the draft. I think Hard Justice is getting called up.
You think so?
I could see that.
I don't want it, but I think that
I think the winner of Dragunov and Dijak is Melo's next challenger. Truthfully, I think most of the losers in this spring break-in are getting called up. Like I think Indy's getting called up, Braun's getting called up, Pretty Deadly's getting called up.
Indy's not losing.
You think Braun's losing?
I think Braun's getting called up either way.
You are really on this. You are really on this take, man.
I'm really on this get this motherfucker off my TV thing. Yes.
But you're not getting them off your TV. You're multiplying them on your television.
Listen.
Monday and Friday now.
Listen. They put them on Fridays. There's only 2 hours of television. They gonna leave them off some weeks.
You're standing on the hill that you're dying on by yourself, my friend.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just leave them in NXT.
I will plant my Chase University flag right here on this hill, damn it.
Just let them develop, man.
You guys have heard it first here on Let Me Book the Territory. If Dub is not accurate and is unsuccessful in his take of Braun Breaker getting called up, he will take as many shots as it takes to break his spirit. Parentheses.
Dub broker.
3. We'll give him 3. You down for that, Dub?
Yeah, absolutely.
If Braun don't get called up, 3 shots.
Yeah.
And then if he does get called up, I probably got to do 3 shots, huh?
Both of y'all got to do 3 shots.
Okay.
All 3 of y'all.
All right.
Bet.
Cool.
Look, he already
Virgil
drunk.
too.
No, right, Virgil.
Virgil and Dom.
Mafia.
Virgil gets snubbed every year from the Hall of Fame. Sad.
Other than that,
that is your spring break-in card, fellas.
Is there anything else that we need to cover?
You can get your AEW quick hits in.
I mean, yeah, that's
CM Punk is willing to come back. AEW is adding a 3rd show on Saturdays.
I'm indifferent.
About which one or both?
Both. Y'all know I'm a big CM Punk guy.
We all are.
Too.
Yes, it's just I'm sick of the drama. I think one of you guys will feel me on this. Yeah, man, I'm low key like, okay, great, another show that I don't have time to watch. But I may want to watch it because Punk's on it now. But what's Punk gonna be doing on this show? Like
getting his build so he can face MJF. That's it.
I hope that's what they do with this show. I read it as I didn't read the article that released about this show.
Hey, BA. None of us.
Okay, just making sure. But I got like WCW Saturday Night vibes from the way this is presented. Like meaning, if y'all used to watch that show growing up, it was like you would get a bunch of jobbers and then you would get some of the main players sprinkled in there to keep you watching.
Yeah, it's like Sunday Night Heat.
Okay.
Or WCW.
Isn't that Rampage technically speaking though? Like Rampage is presented
Rampage
like
in months.
Well, nobody does. It's on Friday night after SmackDown. Like nobody's watching that shit, but live at least. But from what I collect on the tube, it's just Jobberville, and here's your marquee match to keep you watching this show.
I think that's the part that kills me so much. Like they're gonna have a show every Saturday night.
On top of Dark.
Don't none of their fans
Dynamite.
go outside.
This is outside, Dub.
Short answer, Dub. No. The only time they're outside is to attend other AEW shows.
Like, you know, like I miss SmackDown a lot because I be in these streets. Like,
I miss SmackDown almost every week, and then I watch it perhaps on Saturday. So
yeah, I'm in the same camp. I watch it live if I'm home and there's nothing happening at home, and I'll just put it on then. Like if I'm catching it live, but it's tough because
it's beyond rare. But
yeah, we're wrestling fans with lives. This ain't our like living, breathing everything. We just like this shit.
But I will say, with that added, that's what, like 5 to 6 days of wrestling that
they have wrestling on every single day except for Sunday.
They don't want you to watch the other product.
Monday is Dark,
Tuesday
is Elevation, Wednesday is Dynamite.
Either of those two.
It turns me off to even want to cut the TV on and watch it. It almost gives me anxiety, in all honesty. It's like overwhelming. Like, goddamn, like too much to keep up with. Like, I hope you don't even want to get
Lucky for you, BA. They don't believe in telling cohesive stories. So you can just watch at any point in time.
That's a good point. That is a good point. If you just want to watch some wrestling.
Vikingo versus somebody for something.
Right. Let's
for
watch
some reason.
Vikingo Del Sol like almost kill himself with these moves he be doing or whatever.
Here's Commander versus AR Fox. Why? No one knows.
Because AR Fox is dope in Lucha Underground. Like, that's all I collect from that.
Like, that's the thing. The talent is good. It's just
and
what is the reasoning to watch?
And let me disclose this. We don't hate on indies. We don't hate on people up and coming. That's the dope part of this. It's awesome that TK is showcasing all of his talent of people that are more on the part-time side of wrestling. But at the same token, like, they're battling for eyes on this product. It's already hard enough to watch the main shit, at least from my perspective. I'm sure you two gentlemen can agree with that. So why am I about to buy in outside of the CM Punk? I might see CM Punk on TV.
Pun intended.
Right.
I'll say this. It's because we're e-drones, boys. We're just programmed for a certain type of product, and it's hard to watch other things consistently that don't necessarily have its own formula yet. So AEW is still figuring out what the hell their formula is or wants to be. And it's like week in, week out, you don't know if it's going to be like it's just hard to catch the beat. It's kind of like a white person in the Baptist church. They start singing.
It's the second off on everything. There you go. Almost. Oh, there you go. Stay with me now. Stay with me now.
And everybody else is just like, they're like, whoa, is this choreographed? Everybody else, and the Jesus said. And they're like, huh? And they, Jesus. Oh shit. Yeah, it's just hard for them. Like, we're trying to catch what they're doing, and they don't know what they're doing. So it's very confusing. Versus WWE, better or worse, it has its formulas. So when they go outside of these formulas, they just tweak it, but they're still giving us the same thing. They just give us more of what we want. AEW is still trying to figure out the accurate formula because they're like, all right, do we mix in some of the guys that used to be in WWE and faction them out, or do we just put on exhibitions, or is everything need to be a story, or does it not have to? And it's like, I like my stories. That is why it's episodically needs to be watched. That's why we watch Monday and Friday every week, essentially, unless you're BA. There's like, fuck watching.
Hey, I watch more. This one got crazy.
So,
I know y'all give me shit. I know. But I was gonna bring up the comment around. Damn it! I lost my train of thought as you were talking to me. Right, there was something I did have to say. It's gone now. It must not be that important.
Plucked it from your skull
straight up because I was like
Jeepers Creepers.
Real scout my ass.
I look through your face, BA. That movie was terrifying. Yes, BA. I just want to say, honestly, only Phil can do it. I want to see what he's got still. I want to see him get a really good shot but it just seems like him and AEW are destined to fail. They are, again, self-sabotagers, both.
Is CM Punk the Joe Budden of wrestling?
Ooh, man, I need to be on a magazine cover or some shit. I feel like I see like Slam magazine and CM Punk on there, so like CM Punk the Joe Budden of wrestling.
I mean, no, because if he was, then he would have found like major success in like MMA or announcing or something. He is not.
That's a good point. You're right.
CM Punk is more like, damn, he's one of those guys that he's kind of like the Lloyd Banks of wrestling. Like he was underappreciated. He had some mainstream success, went away, took his ball, went home, and now he periodically comes out of hiding and does.
But Lloyd Banks isn't like self-sabotaging. Like,
I was about to say, I think he is. Lloyd Banks is definitely self-sabotaged his career because he didn't listen to 50. 50 was trying to put him on. There's well documented. And
I would say he dropped Rotten Apple because he had to create something else after losing his actual CD in a threesome of some sort.
Yeah,
that's self-sabotage.
Facts.
And not one of like, oh yeah, 50 Cent's like, look, this is the key to being great. And he's like, yeah, you know what?
Lloyd Banks didn't want to download Instagram, and
he didn't want to be visible.
Yes, I was about to say, like, I get it. Trust me, y'all know me. Like, not wanting to be visible, not be out here. If anybody gets it, it's BA. But I'm
is BA the Lloyd Banks of podcasting?
Yes.
No, because I've never been on. You have to be on to be Lloyd Banks. I've never been on. Try to though. We gonna get there. But in regards to that just the whole, you gotta be visible, man. You in a profession where your face and voice has to be prominent everywhere.
Yeah, to promote. Yeah,
exactly. Like shit, I'm in bank branches all day. Ain't nobody need to see my black ass unless I want to be seen.
What is BA is what's that one rapper that got beat up by that chick during the freestyle? The blog era rapper. I can't remember his name. That's
Charles
BA.
Hamilton?
Yes. BA is Charles Hamilton of podcast.
Oh man, that's disrespectful. Ooh.
Charles Hamilton was wrong, but he just
took that L and nobody heard from him again. I hope I don't take no L like that. Don't put that on me. Don't put that evil on me.
Well,
Charles Hampton made the song Brooklyn Girls. BA got the white girls. Oh,
I just want to say it.
Where they at? Behind this Virgil
I can't
background?
answer that. I can't answer.
I can't answer it either.
You can't answer it either. BA, blink twice if you're in danger.
Right. Then she just pop out through Virgil's face. Hello, boys. Ah!
Right. Exactly. On some ring shit.
But other AEW is AEW. They continue to AEW. And it's hard to watch because now guess what? You got the NBA playoffs to contend with. So if you don't start giving me some compelling shit, more compelling shit, I don't need more television. I don't need more episodes. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm just asking for legitimately better booked wrestling. Specifically on Wednesday. Friday could do the do as well, but it's yet to be seen. If CM Punk is coming back though, I will be excited about it. I can't help but pop for CM Punk, but I need CM Punk to be healthy, and I need him to not break his leg jumping into crowds. I also need him to actually be able to perform the moves that he's trying to do. Otherwise, all right, you're no longer the best in the world.
Right.
You got to do something different. And that was the thing. We just didn't get the CM Punk that we should have gotten.
I think he was doing too much. He was going away from what made him CM Punk in this initial run.
Trying to hang with the new indie guys that. Yeah,
and to show them the ropes or show them and teach them shit, which I get, but you can do that from backstage too. You can just go in there and have a match.
That's where I guess we would disagree. I think he should have been doing more of showing them the ropes and showing them how to work the WWE style a little bit, or kind of real good. And he started doing that a little bit.
Let your shit breathe.
Yeah, and he was doing that.
He taught MJF that
and then
for
he just
sure
kind
in
of
their feud.
fell off.
He definitely taught MJF how to slow down and let shit build.
So I think there were some good things to be done, but it just kind of went off the rails with injuries and a bunch of other stuff that happened. Anyway, we are not going to extend this podcast any longer for AEW. I'll tell you that much.
No, we will not.
What we will extend it to is to extend our hands and awesomeness to all our fans here and the people who constantly support us, who always are listening. We fucks with y'all. We want to know why y'all fuck with us. That is very important to us. Please leave 5 stars. We are looking for the comments. BA wants as lewd as possible.
Please,
I'm not
read
asking
crazy
for that.
shit.
I'm not going to ask for that.
I'm not
putting that out
responsible for saying that. Would get me in a penalty box. Please give me the vulgarity.
Yeah, BA wants that. I'm just saying, hey, let us know. Give us a rating. Rate us, like us, subscribe. 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. If you listen to on
5
Spotify,
stars on Spotify too.
Yeah, all
and you
that
can
stuff.
leave reviews on Spotify,
Run it up.
SoundCloud,
and,
all of
and
that shit.
We know we got fans out there.
SoundCloud, Geo7 in India. Shout out to our Indian listeners.
Facts.
Yeah.
All those great places that we need to know what's going on. We need to know where our fandom is and why y'all love us so much.
New Zealand, Germany.
Spread us.
Let us know. We know y'all out there. We see the figures. Y'all listening to us.
Right. So shower us in hilarity and 5 stars reviews, and we're gonna read them. We're gonna read them online and create that segment somewhere in the podcast. And it won't be at the end. We're just gonna make up a random place to put it in. So you gotta listen some more. Other than that, though, guys, this has been another episode of Let Me Book the Territory. BA, let the people know where they can find you.
As always, y'all can find myself as the majority of the running of our Twitter handle at Let Me Book Pod. Sometimes the fellas pop in there as well, but mostly that's me. Send all your complaints to the DM inbox and we'll talk about it then if you want to argue about whatever I'm tweeting about. Outside of that, I did record a very special episode on an Audible Ruckus that'll be coming out this weekend, talking about fatherhood and such. So if you want to see a different side of the lunatic that is B.A. DiBiase, come check that out. It'll be available where all podcasts are available, released on Saturday. Outside of that, y'all already know the vibes. Y'all can't find me anywhere else. So fuck you. I love you.
The lunatic binge. Fuck you. I love you. BA is a toxic deadbeat dad. I love it. Only in that wording, not in real life. Real life, I love my wife. I love my kids.
I love my family.
I love my family. Me too. I say that all the time. Speaking of the antithesis of loving your family, the guy who has no family, he just has the streets. Dub, tell us where we can find you.
Well, besides these streets, guys, Embrace the Turn Up podcast will be back at the end of May once I get this podcast studio set up. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, in these Twitter streets and these IG streets, I am at ADUB1220. Hit that follow button and let me fuck up your algorithm.
And indeed, he will. Be careful. It is full of gingers and goths and ooh-ews and all types of shit. I don't even know. These weird fandangled terms. I don't even know about that.
Can you use ooh-ews in a sentence?
Oh, that's definitely a ooh. She too ooh. Guys, this is E-Ray. You can find me at E_RAY_ the bad guy on the Instagrams. You can find me on the Twitter's verse as E_RAY the hipster. Go tune in to Fridays with Inaudible Ruckus. We will release on Saturdays for some hilarity. The latest episode, Nama Stab, is me at my most masochistic, to quote Bill from Kill Bill. Also, Binge Flicks and Chill season 2 coming very soon. Go out there and buy you a t-shirt. Get your merch at inaudibleruckus.com/shop. Binge Flicks and Chill. Other than that, as BA likes to say, fuck money. Dub always loves to say, too sweet me when you see me. And guys, as I always like to conclude with, just tilt your head back. Allow the madness to cover your face. It'll wash all over you. Yeah. And we're out of here.
Peace.
Oh, shit.